Hillary Clinton, oh, she's crooked, folks. She's crooked as a $3 bill.
You should lock her up, I'll tell you.
Lock her up is right. For what she's done, they should lock her up.
And it's the very people who perpetrated the lies that I was an agent of Russia, like Adam Shifty Schiff and others.
Trump's back, and he's got Time magazine in his corner. The left is losing their minds over this unexpected turn of events. But what's really behind this controversial decision? In this video, we'll break down the shocking reasons why Time chose Trump as Person of the Year and why it's driving his opponents to the brink. You won't believe what we've uncovered about the selection process. Trump's political career hit rock bottom when his approval rating plummeted to a mere 34% following his conviction on 34 counts of fraud. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. 34 counts, 34% approval. It seemed like the final nail in the coffin for a man who once commanded the loyalty of millions. The legal and political challenges Trump faced appeared insurmountable. With multiple indictments hanging over his head and the Republican establishment distancing themselves, many thought his days in the political arena were numbered. The media gleefully penned obituaries for his career, and even die-hard supporters began to waver. But then, something unexpected happened. Early primary polls started showing signs of life for the embattled former president. It was a small spark at first, easily dismissed as a fluke. Yet, as the primaries progressed, that spark grew into a flame. Trump's support among Republican voters began to surge, defying all conventional wisdom. Key moments in the Republican primaries shifted the momentum decisively in Trump's favor. His ability to dominate debates with his trademark bombastic style reminded voters why they were drawn to him in the first place. As his opponents stumbled and fumbled, Trump capitalized on their missteps with ruthless efficiency. Each debate became a showcase for his political acumen, leaving his rivals looking like amateurs in comparison. Trump's campaign strategy was a masterclass in populist messaging. He doubled down on themes of economic revival and national pride.
No, her laugh is career-threatening. They said don't laugh. She hasn't laughed. She doesn't laugh anymore. It's smart, but someday it's going to come out. That's the laugh of a person with some big problem.
The case where if they can do this to me, they can do this to anyone.
It's true. No, it is true. Just think about that. If it could happen to him.
Striking a chord with voters who felt left behind by the political establishment. His promises to make America great again, resonated deeply with a population hungry for change and disillusioned with the status quo. As Election Day approached, the air crackled with tension. Pollsters and pundits hedged their bets, unwilling to commit to any firm predictions. The memory of 2016 loomed large, a cautionary tale against premature celebrations or despair. Then came the moment that shocked the world. As the results poured in, it became clear that Trump had not only won the Electoral College, but had also clinched the popular vote for the first time in his political career. The impossible had happened. Donald Trump, against all odds, had risen from the ashes of political oblivion to reclaim his place at the top. But how did he pull off this stunning comeback? What factors led to this dramatic reversal of fortune? To understand that, we need to dig deeper into the complex web of events and decisions that shaped this extraordinary political resurrection. This is a dark day for democracy, fumed one prominent left-wing commentator as news of Trump's Person of the Year selection broke. The reaction was swift and furious, with Trump's opponents unleashing a torrent of criticism. Social media exploded with outrage, hashtags demanding boycotts of Time magazine trended, and political pundits on both sides of the aisle scrambled to make sense of the decision.
She was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
So Kamala has imported an army of illegal alien gang members and migrant criminals from the dungeons of the third world.
Time's choice sparked intense controversy. Critics argued that naming Trump Person of the Year legitimized a figure convicted of fraud and whose presidency had been marked by division. They questioned whether Time was prioritizing shock value over responsible journalism. Supporters, however, countered that the selection reflected Trump's undeniable impact on the political landscape. regardless of one's personal opinion of him. As the debate raged on, Trump himself seemed to relish the attention. In a symbolic move laden with meaning, he rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. The image of the former president, once written off as a political has-been, standing triumphantly on Wall Street sent a clear message. Trump was back, and he meant business. In his interview with Time, Trump outlined his plans for a second term. His focus on mass deportations and using military forces to enforce immigration laws raised eyebrows.
I don't know, is she Indian or is she black? She was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
The witnesses that were on our side, they were literally crucified by this man who looks like an angel, but he's really a devil. He looks so nice and soft.
There might be new detention camps for migrants, he stated, sending shockwaves through immigrant communities and human rights organizations. His commitment to reforming the U.S. immigration system promised to be a contentious issue in the coming years. But Trump's plans didn't stop at immigration. He proposed a virtual closure of the Department of Education, advocating for more state control over educational policies. "We want to move education back to the states," he declared, setting the stage for a potential overhaul of the American education system. The global implications of Trump's return to power loomed large. Experts voiced concerns about U.S. foreign policy and international relations, particularly regarding his stance on Ukraine and NATO.
I thought it was a disgrace.
The mocking of the Last Supper.
I thought it was
Catholics and Christians across
I thought it was
the globe are outraged.
I mean, they can do certain things. I thought it was terrible.
But I don't think they're the problem in terms of Election Day. I think the bigger problem are the people from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics.
The prospect of another Trump presidency sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles worldwide. Trump's comeback has undeniably reshaped the political landscape. It's forced both parties to reassess their strategies and expose deep fault lines in American society. The left finds itself grappling with how to counter Trump's populist appeal, while the right must decide whether to fully embrace Trumpism or chart a new course. As we look towards an uncertain future, one thing is clear: politics remains as unpredictable as ever. Trump's journey from disgraced ex-president to Time's Person of the Year serves as a stark reminder that in the world of politics, nothing is ever truly settled. Trump's comeback is a stark reminder of the cyclical nature of political fortunes. Just when we thought his career was over, he's back in the spotlight, proving that in politics, nothing is ever truly final. This resurgence highlights the enduring power of populist messaging in modern politics.
I believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman.
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. She was always of Indian heritage. And
Black men, I love black men. I love them. I love them. I have gone through the roof with black men.
Trump's ability to connect with voters who feel left behind by the establishment remains his greatest strength. But what does this mean for the future of American democracy? Trump's plans for his second term, including controversial immigration policies and educational reforms, promise to reshape the country's political landscape. His return to power raises questions about the resilience of democratic institutions and the potential for further polarization. As we look ahead, one thing is clear: the unpredictability of politics continues to challenge our assumptions. Trump's journey from disgrace to Time's Person of the Year serves as a potent reminder that in the world of politics, today's outcast can become tomorrow's comeback kid. The question now is whether America's democratic foundations are strong enough to weather the storm that may be coming.